I need to introduce to you guys the concept of the Wog. That's what I wanted to do. I'm going to explain to each and every one of you right now in this stream who has the fortune, that's the word, who has the fortune to be in this stream currently at this present moment, the Wog, the concept of the Wog. Because YouTube doesn't like it when I say the word Wog, because they don't understand that in Australia it has a different meaning to Britain or whatever, where it's like apparently a racial slur. In Australia it was a racial slur, but it was a racial slur against white people, and then it was reclaimed by the same white people who now are themselves racist against newer immigrants. So it's okay to say it. In Australia, Wog was like the word that like true blue Aussie blokes, the Anglo-Saxons, would use to insult like post-World War II European migrants who were like mostly like Greeks, Central Eastern Europeans, Turks, and Lebanese as well were lumped in there too, and Italians obviously. And over time, it sort of became more of a joke than something serious. And like, I don't know when it happened, but it was already like this by the 90s. But like, it became like something that you would say like about yourself, right? Like, I'm a Wog. Like, who cares? That's us. We're Wogs. We're Wogs. That's all. To the point where there was like a comedian whose comedy did not age well, whose whole thing was like calling himself a Wog and like acting out the Wog stereotype for an audience primarily of other Wogs who found it hilarious. So I'm technically a Wog. So some lore for you. I'm a Wog. Super Wog isn't that like some incredibly unfunny guy who tried to rip off Nick Giannopoulos' stuff, who was already not funny. Nick Giannopoulos is the guy I was talking about. His stuff aged incredibly badly. It was already old 20 years ago, and he still has one joke. And then a new guy showed up with a YouTube channel called Super Wog, who copied his whole thing, and it's incredibly unfunny. But Australians have incredibly low-tier sense of humor, so they find it funny still. And there's like someone like Friendly Jordies, who is the epitome of unfunny, who also makes fun of Wogs. Like, he's the least funny person in the entire world, but he thinks he's extremely funny. And he also loves to make Wog jokes, when he's also not a Wog, so it's illegal for him to do it. It's racist when he does it. He's not allowed to say the Wog word. He has to censor it. He has to say the W word. Okay, I have the pass. He does not. If anyone's giving him a pass, I hereby revoke it. So he's not allowed to say the word. Friendly Geordie's like does a good thing every now and again, and then when he does a good thing, he makes a video about it, and it's full of these incredibly fucking unfunny jokes that make it unwatchable. He just can't make a video where he talks about something. He has to throw in 1,000 unfunny skits. But yeah, that's why that lady was talking in the video that I uploaded a couple of weeks ago. She was talking about the fat Wog and the skinny Wog, which is hilarious for me. And I'm a Wog, so I'm allowed to I gave her the pass. She has it for life. And there was a bunch of that video got demonetized for racial slurs, by the way. And there was a bunch of idiot Britons who were like, that's a racial slur. Hey, you know that not everyone is from fucking Britain and words can have different meanings in different places? I'm not letting a Briton tell me that I can't use my own heritage word. I can't speak, my culture is not your costume, okay? I'm not letting you do cultural imperialism against me and tell me I can't say the word Wog. No, it's not like Some More News, because Some More News isn't just a guy trying to do a funny voice all the time. Friendly Geordie's comedy is to put on like haha, this is my funny voice, and he says something stupid, and it's like, this is me, this is my funny voice, I'm impersonating him, and then he says something stupid. It's the same joke all the time. It's very incredibly painfully unfunny. He does do base things every now and again, but I feel like it's in spite of himself. I said based things. What's wrong with me? Well, based is my era. You guys are probably too fucking young to even know where it comes from. You never heard of Lil B the Bass God. Fucking kids. Kids these days don't even know who Lil B the Bass God is. Based is not Zoomer. Based is from like fucking 2009. Get out of here. I'm not letting you steal my fucking culture. My culture is not your costume, Zoomer. I'm consuming. Go watch TikTok. Anyway, I have to teach you guys some Wog phrases so you can use my culture as a costume whenever you like. You have my permission. Fully sick. That's what you say if you like something. It's like, whoa. You know how like Americans, I don't know, what do they say? They say like, that's wicked, gnarly. A Wog would say, that's fully sick. Oh, that's fully sick. Wogs really like the 20-year-old cars, and they like to do skids on the street, and they like to play music loudly from the subwoofer while they do it. Wogs have never been to the country that their parents were from, but they won't shut up about how they're from that country. At this point, they're not even, it's grandparents or great-grandparents. The real Wogs like me, we're a dying breed. None of us left anymore. I'm trying to think of like whatever epic Wog phrases there are to teach you guys, but I'm drawing a blank because I've lost my roots. I'm de-Wogified. It's disgusting, but it's the truth. How sad and pathetic of me. You say sick, mate, as well. You say sick a lot. If you want to be a wog, just walk up to the nearest person in the street and say, sick, mate, subwoofer, fully sick, and hope they don't punch you in the face. No one should ever watch Fat Pizza. It is, of all the poorly aged things, it is the worst age. Australian comedy from 20 years ago is fucking awful. Oh my god, it's impossible to watch it without feeling embarrassed. Has not aged well at all. Like, Peep Show is timeless. Australian comedy from that same era is the most cringe-inducing, embarrassing thing you could ever watch, and it'll make you wonder how you ever liked it if you go back and watch it.